He formed the group The Velvet Underground with Welsh multi-instrumentalist John Cale, second guitarist Sterling Morrison, and drummer Maureen Tucker in New York in 1965. The group soon became a part of Andy Warhol's factory scene, which housed a great number of the most freaked and experimental artists at the time. The German singer and actress Nico sang in the group for a short period, but the original lineup began to split up. The group, at its best, made only 4 original albums: The Velvet Underground and Amp. Nico, 1967, White Light, White Heat, 1968, The Velvet Underground, 1969, and Loaded, 1970. They stand today as milestones in the history of rock. In 1970, Lou Reed began his solo career. His second album, Transformer, 1972, was produced by David Bowie and Mick Ronson, longtime admirers of the Velvets. That year, he had his first, and still only, top 20 song, Walk on the Wild Side. Through the 1970s, he made a prolific number of albums with Berlin, 1973, Rock and Roll Animal, 1974, and Street Hassle, 1978, as the artistic highlights of this period. On St. Valentine's Day 1980, Lou Reed married Sylvia Morales, and that was another turning point in his career. The following album, The Blue Mask, 1982, stands as one of his best and most composed. In 1989, he made New York, a love letter to his city with its good and bad, and with a heavy criticism of American thought. In the 1990s, he continued to be one of the most sharp-tongued rock and roll poets of his time. In 1990, he once again collaborated with ex-Velvet partner John Cale. Their album, Songs for Drella, was a very personal tribute to friend and artist Andy Warhol, who had recently died. In 1993, the Velvet Underground was reformed with its original lineup, and toured in Europe in 1993. In 1997, Lou Reed, along with former Velvet bandmates John Cale, Maureen Tucker, and the late Sterling Morrison were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, Ohio. Lou Reed stood as one of the most important songwriters of our time and has served as inspiration to a multitude of artists such as David Bowie, Nick Cave, Sonic Youth, Nine Inch Nails, U2, David Byrne and Patti Smith.